Hi everybody, I'm known mostly for working on native trees from the UK, pine trees, yew trees, hawthorns, blackthorns. But a challenge was thrown down to me over 10 years ago to work on an olive and on some Mediterranean species. Now the problem with that is, of course, is that I live in the north of England, which is actually a very wet, very cold, often very miserable place to live. It's a lot wetter than in the Mediterranean. We don't get the levels of sunshine that they get in the Mediterranean. So it is a challenge. So I decided that I'd start with an olive, and then I got this myrtle, probably around 12 years ago now, and I've got a pistachio. Now they do spend 8 months of the year inside my glass house, mainly because really to grow they need that dryness and they need that warmth. So you know, I prefer to be work with easier species, but it was a challenge, so I decided to take it on. So what we got here is a myrtle that came from Sicily. Nice mother and child. I had it a long time. Here's an earlier photograph, and you can see that it looks okay. You know, the silhouette looks all right, but in actual fact, the ramification inside the tree was pretty poor. And in general, I wasn't particularly happy with the styling. So what I did was a couple of years ago was completely hack off every single branch, apart from just the base of each branch. And I'm starting again. So I'm actually at a position now where I've got second growth this year, and I'm going to cut all of these back to two leaves and hopefully get another flush. I've actually got a Portuguese oak as well, which defies all sort of understanding. It grows like crazy. It thrives here. It really does. I do put that in the tunnel. I have a polytunnel over winter, really to not let it get too wet. But that really has thrived. But let me show you one of the olive trees that I've got, a little one. Let me move this baby. So here you go. This is a really lovely little olive tree that came from Rafa. Thank you very much, Rafa. It's I guess it's just about shohin size. I think it's shohin size in a nice little Japanese pot, and it's got really good density of foliage, and that has come from letting it grow, then cutting it back and defoliating and stuff. So this year it's showing really well. I'm quite happy with that. Now the jury's out on when you're in the north of the UK, when do you repot these? So I'll show you the pot that I'm looking to put it in. Yeah, even though this is a very nice pot, let me just show you the pot that I'm contemplating putting this in. There you go. So as you can see, it's considerably smaller. It's also quite unusual. This is one I picked up from America. Can't remember his name. Hope you'll put it in the comments there. The gentleman that made it. But I picked this up in America. Quite a lot smaller, as you can see. But I do believe that it'll make the tree more dynamic. I also love the color. I think the color is great. I also like the rough edge, which will match with the bark there. So that's quite nice. So that is. If somebody tells me I should repot it this week, then I'll probably repot it this week and give it a go. But they're nice tough little trees. So that's one of my olives. I'll show you another one. I'll put this one away. This is one which I picked up at Solier. I think it's very similar. The leaf size is slightly larger, but it has been a bit of a challenge. It doesn't have the density that these Shohin tree has, even though I'm defoliating it and stuff. But it's incredibly healthy, and you can see lots of shoots are coming in from around the back. But you know, olives, they're great, aren't they? Look at the bark. It's just fabulous. So and that's in a Sarah Rayner pot, again from America. I'm a huge fan of Sarah Rayner. She's producing some absolutely beautiful pots. When I was over in Rochester for the National there, demonstrating, I picked up quite a few Sarah Rayner pots. This one is particularly nice. But you know, I think olives should be in a colourful pot. So even though this is a nice pot, it's probably not exactly right for it. Last tree I'm going to show you. I just need to lower my Mojo bonsai table. So here's a pistachio that I traded. You can see it's nice and healthy. It's budding here. It's in a Torhall Villa pot. Nice pot from Tor. Thank you very much. But again, it's been quite a challenge, really. You know, even though the technique that they use in the Mediterranean works for them down there, it doesn't quite work for us up here. We don't get the level of growth that they get. When you consider that I've had this probably, I don't know, probably 8 years. I really should have a lot more foliage on it, but you know, even though I'm hacking it back, I've got, you know, reasonable branch structure. There's no wire on it. There's a couple of tourniquets holding it in place, but it's got nice movement. It's got lovely bark. So for me, depending on the species, Mediterranean trees don't really thrive in the north of England. I'll keep trying, and the best advice I can give you is to watch this space.